does competitions annually. They work under NAVRA, which is the North American Vehicle Rescue Association. They have teams from all over North America, Canada and America. There's a South American version of it, and there's also the WRO, which is all the rest of the world, Europe, Asia, Australia. Once a year there's a world competition where 3 organizations put together a competition and come together for competitions for teams from all over the world. So Largo has had a great record in the past, 10, 15, 20 years ago with our education team. They were very successful, but it dissolved in 08, 09, and we started it back up in 2021. So this is a new team here. All the individuals here have been dedicating their time just about every Friday. We go down to Pick Your Part, LKQ, off of Starkey Road, which is a big sponsor of ours. They're the ones that brought our cars out for us, and they provide vehicles for us to practice on just about every Friday, all year long. They've been great resource community partners for us, for Largo, for years. So give them a round of applause real quick. That's them over there. QRT there's Steve, Nick, rest of the crew there. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without them. So, education team, NAVRA, we're all about education, educating first responders, and also educating the public as well. So, everything that we do, training, is reactive, right? We react to vehicle accidents, we react to fires or heart attacks or strokes. But this is a time where we get to be a little bit proactive and show you guys what we do and talk about why there are so many vehicle accidents. In Largo, last year, we ran over 1,700 vehicle accidents on these streets. The main contributors, who would want to guess, what are the top 3 contributions to the reasons why we have vehicle accidents? What you got here? Texting while driving, that's number 1. Number 1, we'll put that under distractions of all kinds. But the phone in our hands is obviously one of them. What do you got back there?
Running red lights.
Running red lights, in the top 5. That's, I think, 4 or 5. What we got down here? Drunk driving, number 2. Number 3, the third cause of vehicle accidents, which kind of goes hand in hand with all of them. You could be doing this while you're drunk driving, while you're distracted. Speeding, right? So, speeding, drinking and driving, and our phones in our hands. That's why we're so busy. That's why there's so many accidents. That's why we need to be out here training and bringing this information that we've learned on Fridays at LKQ and bringing it back to the crews so we know how to take care of you guys when you're in a vehicle accident. So that's why we do what we do. That's why Extrication Team is great, because it pinpoints small little details that we might not think of if we're just training on our own. So without further ado, I'm going to bring out the team. So again, this is 6 individuals. There's 9 of us on the team. You got them, Chief? They're coming? All right, awesome. So again, 6 individuals makes up a team. They've competed really just once for real. They came in 4th overall in their first competition, which is great. And these guys do this on their own. They don't get paid for their time. A lot of the equipment and PPE that they're wearing, they pay for themselves, either out of their own pocket or through fundraising. So let's give them a round of applause. So I'll narrate and let you know exactly what's going on, what they're doing, and why we're doing it. So right now we're doing a 360. Every vehicle accident, fire scene that we go on, we do a 360 to make sure that we know exactly what is happening on all sides of the incident. We have to recognize all the hazards. So we've recognized that we have a telephone pole, a power line down on the cars. For scenario world, we state that we're going to mitigate that, and it's mitigated. We have gas can that they've already identified and pulled off to the side. And we have some different props that will be set up so it limits their ability to just do exactly what they want to do on any vehicle accident. We have to give them a little bit of a challenge. So in this scenario, we have two patients. We have one patient in the front vehicle over here by the stop sign, front driver. That's our more critical patient. In the car on its side, we have another patient. That's what we would consider a green patient or a stable patient. So we have some time to get that guy out, okay? The one in the front's our priority, so we're going to get them out first. Part of this team is that we have 2 medics for every extrication. And in competition world and in real life, obviously everything we do is based on the patient, based on patient condition, and what we need to do for that individual. So the medic doing an assessment and doing a full patient care throughout the scenario is hugely important, obviously. Can you guys hear me over here okay? Yes, good? Okay. So the big guy up front here in the white helmet, he's got Stark on the back of his helmet, that's our IC, Incident Commander. So he doesn't put hands on tools, but he's in control of the entire scene. He's safety officer, incident commander. Up front here, LeBlanc, looking into the vehicle here, he's making contact with our stable patient, getting some information from them, finding out what injuries they have, what entrapments they have. He's doing all this before we can get them into the car safely. So we got our first medic, our primary medic, Revis, into the vehicle. In the front here, remember this is where our primary patient is, our unstable patient. So he's in there, he's addressing any type of injuries that he has. He's addressing any injuries that he has and stabilizing him, giving a good patient assessment. So right now the team's formulating their plan. They're getting together, so everybody's on the same page to make sure that they know exactly what the plan is, what the priorities are, and how we're going to get the patient out safely. Alright, so right now, the cars have been stabilized. We have what we call initial stabilization and then final stabilization. Initial stabilization is just some of the wood blocks, we call it ribbing, up front here to stabilize the vehicle so we can get our medics inside. Final stabilization, these cars should be rocked after final stabilization. They should not move at all. That's going to be for when we put the tools on the cars to make sure that we're not rocking that patient, we're not moving that patient at all, further injuring any spinal or neck injury that they might have. So now we're working to get our secondary medic inside the vehicle on its side. We're lifting that door before we break any glass, so we don't have that patient covered. We don't have that patient covered with any what we call soft protection that will protect him from any glass falling down on top of him. So if we can open the door and get inside, that's what we're going to do. The rest of the team over here is working on safely removing the side of the vehicle. That's the importance of the team in the competitions that we do. That's the main thing that we all need to focus on. Obviously, safety for ourselves, the rescuers, and obviously the patient as well. the second medic inside the second car, so he can be doing the same thing as the other medic inside, making sure that we're addressing any injuries and reassessing the patient to make sure that he's not decompensating, injuries are getting worse, and we need to change our plans. You see in the front part. That's going to from sharp during the cutting area. All right, look, that the patient had his arm trapped in between his chair and the metal post there that they're working on right now. So that's another part of recognizing the injuries from the patients and making sure that we're addressing on the time of So those of you that have been here in the past years, you recognize that there's no vehicle apparatus back behind us, what we call a squad, trucks that would bring all this equipment to the scene. Now we have what we call the hydraulics, the battery-powered hydraulic tools. We don't use any power in them. And just instead of running off a generator with gas-powered generator with hydraulic hoses, now everything's inside that tool, and it's just run off of a Milwaukee battery. So it makes everything a lot faster, a lot more portable, a lot easier to work with for sure, and a lot easier to talk over. So I'm thankful for that. As you can see, we kind of got the team broken up into two different parts right here. Right? We got one rescuer taking it over here, and there. All right, so over here we have Jameson over here is working with Nickelback to get this car prepped and ready to get this patient out while we're working on a more critical patient over here. Here the launch climb board over here, this is what we call the landing zone in the street. All this would be some sort of stretcher, and we would bring them onto the ambulance via that way. So over here we have that truck ready to go. So when we're ready to get this patient out, we can bring them out without manipulating them and moving around the scene. So that should be in line with the way that we're going to take this patient out. We're about to finish the cut on the front door. This patient will be ready to get out. So now we can see our patient inside there, right? Covered. His injuries have been addressed. If he's got a broken arm, we have, not in scenario world, but in the real world, we have pain medication that we can give them. If they're having a medical issue that caused the accident, we have medicines and treatments that we will be addressing. That's the importance of getting a rescuer inside the vehicle in a timely manner, to make sure that we are not missing anything with the patients, not just all trauma. A lot of times medical cause accidents. So now you say we got the side of the vehicle off, why can't we just pull them out, right? So it's a critical pull. We treat everything like they might have a back or neck injury. So if he does have a back or neck injury, we don't want to manipulate him around that seat back. So we're going to take the seat back out as well, or at least lay it back. So we can put him on that spine board flat and bring him straight out. So all the technicians and both the patients are covered, the respiratory are covered, right? You see them with their face mask on. It's not because we're worried about COVID inside the car. That is because of all the glass shards that you see, the dust that comes up when we make cuts. We protect our airway. And once those glass shards, if you breathe that in, it's not going to come out. Right? So we do the same thing with the patient as well. So now, obviously, you hear them talking, right? Communication's huge, both in competition and on the street. We need to make sure that everybody's on the same page, especially when we're putting hands on the patient. Talking to the patient, we're telling them exactly what's happening, what's going to happen, what we're going to do, and we're trying to make them as comfortable and as relaxed as possible. That's a big part about taking out the glass. The windshield glass, the side glass. But it's hot out here, right? It's hot inside the vehicle as well, especially when you put a wool blanket or a plastic tarp over them to protect them with soft protection. So we try to get some airflow in there as well. Alright, so we got the patient out, right? Job's not done yet. We need to hand off to a different level of care. So, Freedom is going to give a full report. You see the heavy damage. No major medical complaints except neck pain. Vitals were stable. No major medical issues. Good job, Lewis. All right. So that patient care has been handed over to Samsung crew, our ambulance company in this county, and we'll get them to more definitive care. Bayfront is our trauma center in this county, so we can bring emergency to the trauma center. He's just going up to show that mannequin's left arm is nice and secure. Alright, so now we have our second, now all hands on deck for the second patient, but we have time for the second patient. It's a non-critical patient. They are just entrapped and can't get out themselves. So if we go on the wheels over here, we can just take the side off, right? We're simulating that we can't get the doors off because of the vehicle accident, so we take the side of the vehicle off. The car on its side over here, what we're going to do is called a roof flap or roof removal. And you'll see it's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to remove the roof so we can get to the patient.
It's almost done, and I don't think they're cutting anything. You're going to turn it. Okay, look, the top of the floor is coming off.
Yeah, but I'm not your assessor, so I'm just relax. Alright, so inside our medics, when we have a vehicle accident, we're making sure that we're reassessing our patient at least every 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, 10 minutes on a non-critical patient, critical patient every 5 minutes. That's going to be the importance of the medics getting inside and doing a full assessment. So as the scenario is going on, they're reporting back to the IC, making sure that the IC knows exactly what's going on with the patient, because if something does change with the patient, obviously we need to change what we're doing. Right now we're taking our time making sure that we're doing everything as safe as possible, and we're removing as much of the car as possible.
I'll cover your ears if it gets low, okay? It's not low right now.
The board that they're bringing in now is what we call a short board. It's able to get back to the back of the patient, in between his back and the seat. It's a good way to stabilize their spine and before we can get them onto the long spine board. It also makes it very easy for transitioning onto that long spine board. Having a clean scene is more than just looks. It's actually safety, so we're not tripping, slipping on anything. You can imagine when we used to have the hydraulic tools with the hoses, there'd be a spaghetti of hoses tangled up all around on the ground around them. Another great benefit of these hydraulics, battery-powered hydraulic tools. So right now they're cutting from the inside. That's why it looks like you don't see much activity on the outside, but we're cutting from the inside out, which is always beneficial. If you have a patient in there, you don't want to necessarily be bringing the blades of the tools towards the patient if you can cut a different way. So we have a tool inside, the blade towards the outside of the vehicle. So finishing the final cut, they're getting ready for patient extrication. It looks like they finished the cut, working on the team to safely bring that apart. Alright, so now you can see inside the vehicle, we got hands on the patient, we got a long spine board in place, we got a short board in place, we've already removed the seat back. We've covered the patient, addressed any injuries and entrapments that he has, and now we're ready to safely extricate him from the vehicle. Any of the cuts that we make are extremely sharp on the car, so we're covering up the sharps, what we call it, with our soft protection. That's what they're doing now. So again, this is a non-stable or non-critical patient, a stable patient, and we're going to make sure that we're doing everything possible to make sure that the patient is safe when we're moving them out of the vehicle. So at this point, the command of the scene has been turned over to the medic inside. Again, medic and medical care is the only reason why we're doing this, right? For that patient. So the medic inside is now calling the shots. He knows what's wrong with the patient, he knows everything about that patient medically, and his name, demographics, everything at that point. So he has a good rapport with that patient, so he's in control of getting the patient out. Alright, one more final round of applause. Patient assessment and a turnover to the patient to a higher level of care. Alright, give these guys a round of applause. That's a lot of work in the amount of time that they did it in, about 20-25 minutes, I believe, to get 2 patients out, 2 vehicles, stabilized, and do it safely. Great job, guys.